I guess I'm recording now. Okay, no, Mom, please don't. Okay, anyway. This is some nice presentation over 12-4 Jefferson's dilemma. Jefferson, of course, referring to President Thomas Jefferson, and dilemma referring to a problem with no easy solution. And this dilemma was dealing with pirates. Pirates, of course, being people who steal stuff on the open seas that are being referred to in this case, or they can be people who reproduce copyrighted CDs. Anyway, this is on page 230. The first section was dealing with pirates. John Adams' peace with France did not last very long. This peace, of course, resulting from past war encounters that you may have heard of. Anywho, now France and Great Britain were at war once again, which of course disrupted the peace with France that America had gained. And American ships were being seized by Great Britain and France. When Americans traded with Great Britain, or they were bringing goods to America from Great Britain, France would seize those ships. And same thing with American ships would trade with France. Great Britain would seize those ships. So a lot of American ships were being seized. And Great Britain, being the sly tea-drinking people they are, started kidnapping the American sailors that they had captured and forced them into the British Navy. And apparently the people in the British Navy didn't like it very much because they kept leaving the Navy, which we'll get back to later. Anyway, Americans tried to regain control. And when Americans would trade with these different countries, British stowaways from the British Navy would try and latch on their ship and hide below deck for usually a very low sum of money because they didn't have a whole lot. Anyway, so when the British began kidnapping sailors and forcing them into the Navy, they would just run straight back to the American ships. So the British rolled up on a American trade ship and killed 21 men when they refused to let the British search the ship when they refused to let them search for any stowaways. It is unclear if they had any on board. Anywho, this brought war fever amongst the American people. After hearing this news, that spread back to America. Mom, can you take him downstairs, please? No, I'm not gonna play Fortnite with him, please. Anywho, American merchant ships were then being preyed on in the Mediterranean Sea. Of course, the Mediterranean Sea is the sea that lies between southern Europe and North Africa. It's that little pocket. We have a great map designed by me and Thompson, which is going to perfectly display where they were being fought at. And these pirates that they were now encountering were from Morocco, Algiers, Tunis, and Tripoli. These pirates would come and they'd take all the American cargo that they were taking or bringing, and then they would seize the ship and they'd hold the crew ransom. Ransom, of course, being when you refuse to give someone back to freedom until someone pays a sum of money to free them. Anywho, this ransom was quite expensive, and the Americans had dished out $2 million in ransom by the time President Jefferson had joined office. And because these ransoms were so expensive, only the American government could afford it, so they had to pay for them. And $2 million was a very large sum of money back then, and still is today. So, when America wanted to crack down on spending so much money on these ransoms, Tripoli demanded more money as the Americans were trying to lower the ransom cost. And the ruler of Tripoli, to show he was serious and he would stand up to this nation, declared war on the United States if they did not pay all their ransoms and pay the required. Anyway, Jefferson had to decide what he wanted to do: pay tribute or go to war. Tribute wasn't particularly good because it involves tributes, basically paying ransom, or you have to pay a large sum of money in order to free someone, or you could go to war. And there are pros and cons to each, but some of them are unclear. Like for war, he's not entirely sure if he's going to spend more on war or on future tribute. He's already spent a very large sum of money on tribute, so I doubt he wants to continue that way. But if he pays tribute, he'll be able to get those Americans back, because he doesn't really want to leave them in a foreign country under the rule of ruthless pirates, because that's not really a good look. Anyway, so now he has to decide what he's gonna do. And to find out, make sure you smash that subscribe button and like for part 2, which will be coming up very shortly.
Why, thank you, French lady, for trading these goods with me. Please do not tell Britain, as they will be infuriated, and they might punish me.
Did you trade with the French? I'm seizing control of your ship, cargo, and supplies. And you're being kidnapped. Oh, get wrecked.
No, 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 please don't take me to Britain. Please, I need to get to my family in America. Please.
Now you get to serve in our navy. Lucky you, peasant.